The future of your finances is in the knowledge of your investing. The future of your finances is in the knowledge that you have regarding investing. You see, you cannot grow your finances if you don't know how to. You have to educate yourself. You have to keep yourself informed. You have to always have these apps that tell you how the market is improving in South Africa, how the market is growing, how the market is declining, how the top 40 companies reacting to the current state of our economy, how our banks are helping in terms of people investing through banks and people saving their money through banks. The future of your finances is in the knowledge that you have regarding investing. It doesn't matter what kind of business you have. You might be in property, buying and selling houses. You might be in property, renting out spaces and so forth. You might be selling cars. You might be a vendor. You might be doing anything that you are doing in your life. Maybe a mechanic. But the future of your finances, the future of the stability and growth of your finances is in the knowledge that you have regarding investing. If you want to be able to retire well, keep yourself informed. If you want to live a comfortable life, keep yourself informed. You need to know the ins and outs of investing. You need to know the top 40 companies, for instance. You need to know, the top ETFs in South Africa. You need to know the top portfolios in South Africa, so that when you invest in a lucrative portfolio or ETF or stock that will be beneficial to you. And even if it's not beneficial to you now, but you know that with these dividends over time, they will be able to get to a point where it will be able to pay my bond at home, my car at home, and I'll be able to grow financially. And when I retire, I'll be able to have money that is coming in so that I can be able to be comfortable with my spouse and my children. Our generation now wants to retire early. The future of your finances is in the knowledge that you have regarding investing. If you want to retire early, you want to be able to know, where to invest, how to invest, when to invest, so that you can be able to grow your finances and live comfortably with the dividends that you'll be able to get. And we must be willing to be able to take the risk. We must be willing to be able to take the risk, invest no matter the cost, because you're not thinking for now, you're thinking for future. You're thinking for when you're investing, your mind is 20 years down the line. You are not at 2 weeks down the line or 2 months down the line. Your investing is based on your needs 20 years down the line. Because now I'm 30 years old, I'm 32 years old. So I know that in 20 years time, I'll be 52. So what are my needs when I'm 52? Okay, I want to retire by 45. I want to retire by 40, 45. So now what are my needs when I'm 52, 53? So these are my needs. I want to be able to afford my house. I want to be able to afford my car. I want to be able to change a car each and every 2 years. I want to be able to buy a car cash. I want to be able to travel to Cape Town without any worries. I want to be able to take my wife to Durban without any worries. I want to be able to go to Dubai without any worries. I want to be able to go to Thailand without any worries. But how am I going to be able to afford that? Okay, currently, let's say I'm earning from work 30,000 rand, and all my needs at home, they cost about 25,000 rand, all of them. So that means that I have 5,000 that is loose. So that means that I can afford to invest 5,000 rand every month for the next 20 years, so that in 20 years time I'll be able to live from my dividends, right? So now I'll start calculating how much will it be when I get to 20 years down the line. How much will I have invested in 20 years down the line, and how much would the dividends be according to the past dividend yield from the particular company stock or ETF or portfolio. How much have they been paying, and how much would they pay? Now start predicting and calculating in the future. And now you start making an informed decision regarding your finances. That's why I'm saying that the future of your finances is in the knowledge that you have in terms of or regarding investing. Here's an example. A lot of people are told to save money, especially people in the townships. They are told, save your money. No, keep your money. Hold on to your money. Especially people also that are growing older. They are told, make sure that you don't spend all your retirement. Save it. Save your money. That's what they are told. But here is an example. What happens when you take a bucket of half bucket of water that you place under the tap? What happens when you take a bucket with half water and you place it under the tap, and the tap is not dripping of water? There is that form of evaporation that takes place. So your water now gets to be less and less and less and less over the days because of that process of evaporation. But what happens when you take a bucket of water, still it's half, and you put it under the tap, and now the tap is dripping slowly? There is one drop every after an hour, or every after a couple of days. There is one drop of water that falls into the bucket. The bucket now, there is either stability, or the bucket now, the water goes up and up and up. Thirdly, what happens when you take water, a bucket with half water, and you put it under the tap, but you close the bucket? There is that form of evaporation within the bucket, but now water keeps on going up, or it gets stable. So what are we saying? What we're saying is that saving is like that bucket of water that is open and nothing is dropping in, or it's not closed and that form of evaporation is not taking place. That water is going down. That's saving, because now the bank is making money out of you. Either you'll get your money as is, or it's lower when you take it out. It might be lower with 100 rand. It might be lower with 20 rand. You are paying the bank for holding your money. But now investing is like these other two buckets. The one that is sealed, and the one that occasionally has a drop of water poured inside of it. There will always be some form of growth. There will always be some form of multiplication. That is how investing works. You see, I want to encourage you with this. Make sure that you don't save money. You don't put it away in your blanket, or you don't put it away underneath your mattress. You don't put it away in the bank. You don't put it away somewhere where it's sealed. No. Make sure that you invest, because when you invest, these companies, they pay dividends, whether it's 3 months, whether it's in 6 months, whether it's in 12 months. Companies always pay dividends, and when they pay their investors dividends, you get to have something that comes in and pushes your money a bit higher. So now, when you get your dividends, you will get your dividends either straight to your bank, or you will get your dividends, if you're using Easy Equities, within your Easy Equities account. Then you will have to withdraw it. But I would encourage you to reinvest it for the next 20 years. So that means that if I'm investing 5,000 rand every month, and every 3 months I get dividends, and my dividends, let's say in 3 months I've invested 15,000 rand, and my dividends are about maybe 120 to 1,000 rand, say let's say 500 rand. So my dividends are 500 rand. So every 3 months, with that 15,000, my dividends is 500. That means that I have made a profit of 500 rand. And remember that in every company there is ups and downs, and that affects ETFs, portfolios, bundles, and so forth, including ETNs. So you need to be able to make sure that you study that company, and you always watch the news. You always, get information about the company. Where are they now? Are they growing? Are they not? And you always diversify your portfolio. That means that you would invest in different kinds of stocks, different kinds of ETFs, different kinds of portfolios, so that there are different kinds, or you have diversified your portfolio. If this particular stock is not making money, that particular stock is making money. If that particular ETF is not making money, that particular ETF is making money, and so forth, so that you can be able to grow in your finances. Guys, the only way for you to be able to grow in your finances, the only way for you to be able to be stable in your finances in the future, in 20 years time, in 30 years time, in 40 years time, the only way for you to be able to leave a huge legacy, all of that rests upon the knowledge that you have regarding investing. And I want to encourage you with that. When you are opening up a business this year, you need to be able to think, okay, I want to be able to open up a spaza shop. Let me invest in retail. I want to be able to rent out my house. Let me invest in property as well. I want to be able to sell alcohol. Let me invest in beverages. So that, in so doing, you get to grow psychologically and you get to grow financially as well. You are starting to think differently when it comes to money. When it comes to money. Now, I don't know what you think about investing in that regard, but that's what I want to encourage you with. Do not just save your money. Do not just put it under your mattress. Do not just put it in the bank and let it sit there, but find ways to invest it. That 200 rand that is extra that you have, that 5,000 that you have, that 10,000 that you have, that small amount of money that you have, find a way to invest it so that you can be able to grow in your finances, so that you can be able to retire in a comfortable way.